thinking about 5 years ago. In 2010, we started a new program called Seattle Brainworks, which was the first peer support day program of its kind in the state for traumatic brain injury survivors. And Brainworks is a day program, and so we typically see folks there during the day, but it became really clear right away through our interactions with them that there was really a dire need for more supportive housing in the community to meet the specialized needs of traumatic brain injury survivors. And PROVAIL has been working on supported living in the community for over 40 years. So we decided to put our expertise to work and develop a new project that would begin to meet those needs. And what we wanted to create was a facility that would meet the specialized needs of folks like young adults who might currently be living in a nursing home where they're getting support to meet their needs but don't have any interaction with similar age individuals, or individuals who are living at home and at a point where their family might not be able to meet their needs any longer, or who are living independently and their needs are changing and now are in a situation where they need more 24-hour support services. Veterans, which is the fastest growing group of individuals with traumatic brain injuries, will also be folks that we can support in this facility. And we wanted to create a facility that was large enough that we could have the kind of support that you get from having a facility large enough to be able to have space for specialized therapies, for nursing services, but also create a space that would not feel like a nursing home. We wanted a space that would be very home-like, that would be close to services in the community where people could interact with the rest of their neighborhood and have services close by. And we worked very closely with Dan Baldner and Christina Congdon. Christina Congdon from Environmental Works Design Center to come up with a project that would meet that objective. And we think we've got that. We're really excited about that. So I want to thank a number of folks, and then I'm going to turn it over to some other folks to make some comments. But it takes a lot of people to make a project like this happen. First of all, I want to thank Michael Polowitz. Where's Michael? Who is our development consultant, and starting in June of 2010 began working with us to come up with the concept and worked really, really hard to figure out where we could get the funding from in order to put together the funding package to make this happen, and has worked throughout the project to get us to this point. So thanks, Michael, for everything. Dan and Christina and everybody at Environmental Works have worked through a number of challenges that we have faced on this project to get us to this point, but have really brought a strong sense of creativity and energy and enthusiasm, and really working with us to meet that objective of a project that would meet people's needs but do it in a way that would be very home-like, and that's been great. Stacy and other folks at Mall Foster Alongi, Curtis doing the landscape work, the civil engineering side of it, that also has been a place that's we've had some challenges to work through, so we appreciate you guys sticking through it. On the PROVAIL team, Amel Verbinski is our Director of Community Living, and more than anybody else at PROVAIL, Amel is the person who ensures that we are providing the highest quality community residential services in a way that really respects people's choices and allows them to live in the communities independently as possible but get the support that they need. So I'm excited that Amel is going to be managing this project and adding it to our portfolio of residential services. This is a $3 million project, and that's taken funding from a number of different entities to make that happen. So I want to thank our funders, because we wouldn't be here without them. So, and one of them has just arrived, and I'm going to invite Sue to come up and join us. Susan Boots from the Housing Trust Fund, which was our lead funder, providing $1.4 million in funding for this project. Thanks, Susan, very much for all your support. The King County Housing Finance Program is providing a little over $1 million in funding for the project. The Federal Home Loan Bank, with sponsorship from Banner Bank, is providing $200,000 in funding, and Deanna Poling is here from the Federal Home Loan Bank, and Karen Roche from Banner Bank. Thank you guys very much. And the last chunk of funding that we needed to kind of get over the hump and really get the project going came during the 2015 legislative session with a $450,000 direct allocation in the state capital budget. And the person primarily responsible for making that happen is not a state legislator. has spent most of his time over the last 15 plus years, I think, at City Hall in Seattle, and that's Nick Licata, Seattle City Council member, who is here, along with his wife Andrea Okomsky, who has been one of our most ardent stakeholders in providing the Seattle Brainworks services, but also getting this project underway. So Nick and Andrea, thank you so much for making that happen. We wouldn't have got that funding in place without Nick's work with his legislative connections. So again, thank you very much everybody for being here. I'm thrilled that we're at this point today. It's been a long time coming, but this is really exciting. And so I'm going to invite Nick and Andrea first to say some comments, and then I'm going to turn it over to Judy and Deanna, who are going to add some thoughts as well.
Great, thanks Mike. I think as Mike pointed out, there's a lot of people that came together to make this a success. And this is really groundbreaking, not just in this physical sense, but my understanding is that there are no real living facilities for traumatic brain injury survivors in Washington State, perhaps even very few. Yeah. And this will be obviously the newest one, and I think will be end up being the best one. But so much of the credit goes to just individuals who've been dramatically affected, and I want to turn this over to Andrea Okomsky because, in my estimation, she has been not just an important stakeholder, but she's been really in the front of the line, pushing for Brainworks and then pushing for living situations. Her son was hit by a car and is a TBI survivor, and firsthand she knows what it's about and has the energy to see solutions for everyone. So, thank you.
Well, thank you. I don't have any energy left, so I hope this all works out. That's great. From here on out. And the need is so great, and this is a fabulous thing that's happening, and it makes me, it's thrilling actually. I didn't let myself feel anything about this for a long time because it has been a long, strange trip, and you wouldn't think you would have to fight so hard for something so great to happen. But like this
Judy Smith from the Shoreline Chamber of Commerce.
Indeed. Thank you so much for inviting me out here today. Hopefully having a house like this in Shoreline is going to set us apart from a lot of the other cities that we're continually trying to strive to become better than, bigger than, provide more services. And we're just really excited about it, and would love to do anything that we can to support the house and to the people that are helping to support it like this. And as a Chamber of Commerce, it's our mission to promote business within the city of Shoreline. And thankfully, that's exactly what's happening. So we're very, very pleased and proud to have you as a part of our city.
Thank you. Thank you. And I neglected to mention earlier, Rob Beam and Dan Ernestey from the city of Shoreline are here and have been folks that we have also worked with throughout the 5 years of trying to figure out how to site this project in Shoreline. So thank you both. And Deanna Poling from Federal Home Loan Bank to add some thoughts.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. We're so excited to be part of this project. And just a little bit of background, I am with the Federal Home Loan Bank of Des Moines. The Federal Home Loan Bank of Seattle merged with and into the Federal Home Loan Bank of Des Moines last year, so this was a little bit of a change. But the Federal Home Loan Bank system is a cooperative of financial institutions, of our member institutions, including members like Banner Bank, and through that, the services that we provide, the income that we generate, we designate 10% of our net profits every year to our affordable housing products. So that is AHP, through which this project was funded, as well as some down payment assistance products. So that's kind of where the funding comes from for these great projects, and we're happy to be able to participate in funding that remaining gap to get these projects over the line. So this is a fantastic project. We worked a lot with both Michaels, I think, on this, and we're just so excited to see this come together. So thank you, congratulations, and we're looking forward to the ribbon cutting.
Thank you very much. So that ribbon cutting is currently scheduled for mid-June. Our completion date is June 20th, and that gives me a chance to thank the final partner in the process, which is Kevin Brett and his team from Kirtley Cole, Bill Stewart, who's the project superintendent, and the entire Kirtley Cole team. Thank you guys very much for getting on board, and we're excited to see the work that you're going to do here. So thank you. Also want to just note, have a couple of folks from the PROVAIL Board of Directors that are here. Any organization like PROVAIL doesn't get to do what it can do without a great board of directors. So Chris King is a member of our board, and Mike Hughes, who are members of our board of directors. So thank you guys very much. So I think that's the conclusion of our comments. Now we're ready to do our little dirt throwing here.
Cool.
All right, so we're
Sounds
gonna
good.
all step back here behind the shovel.